create, invent, and use the innovation. Right? So we must shed the mindset of being consumers. So once again, which therefore means that preparation is everything. If you don't have a skill, it's very important that you acquire one. One of the things I do like about this being in America, you literally have a school, universities, or any kind of training that can teach you literally anything. And I know that for sure because during the times where, sometimes it was, where you're qualified for certain positions and you just realize you're not getting them, you just decide, well, I can be an entrepreneur. And that's one of the things I love about America. You can really create things for yourself and really make, really make it work. The hard thing is, and our people are very supportive of each other when we start, certain business and things. I've had great success in Atlanta doing IT technician services, business services, and other small ventures of business. All right, the degree of commitment to freedom and nation building will make this process possible. So, we really just have to have that vision and really be committed to it if we want to make anything work. So education and the proper research orientation would solidify these objectives. All right, and that close out on the business part. What I have now is how do we get started with the journey to Ghana, the process. Visit our website, africafortheafricans.org, to view the online details for the upcoming tours and investment. Fill out online registration, lock in a deposit. Usually that's flexible, but what we have documented is $400 deposit. Get your passport and your Ghana visa ready. I believe that any of us who live in this country, whether we were born here or not, we should make it our priority to have a passport, because not having a passport kills opportunity. Like I've been times I've had opportunities ready for certain people, and they tell me they don't have a passport, and I was like, "Are you serious?" But it's a real situation. I worked even years when I first moved to Atlanta, and I worked for the airlines was like continuous years. It was like too many people that didn't have passports, and and I made it some of my mission to really, really connect and help people out as far as let them know the opportunities that they can have and the things that they can do by having that passport and then using the benefits that they have, and which are benefits that a lot of people, wish they had that could really that they would really use. So sometimes it's the wrong people have the benefits. Right. And and other things as far as preparation like we talk about is join a conference call. I'm available to answer questions or just talk in general, because you really have to build that dialogue, and we really have to go through certain things. That we not only feel comfortable about taking a journey, but also we want everybody to be clear, because you're moving with a group of people and you want everybody to be on the same page, and you want everybody to kind of go with the flow. So a lot of these preparations that I do into like overkill mode is to really just get everybody prepared for the journey. That way you can get the best out of Africa and really enjoy yourself, because it is a big investment. Right? So once you lock your deposit in and you get clarity of your details, you get your passport, your visa, and you make your payments, you just join us on the journey, and we'll literally just go through the itinerary every day. And by you just there going through the itinerary, you get a full scope of Ghana and a full scope of just all the wonderful things the country has to offer. And then the biggest thing is it's an investment in yourself, because most of us work so hard in this country every day, and we never really get a chance to get away on something that is taking care of us. So it's like when you come to Ghana with us, besides the piece of when you're here, I'm available on a 24/7 basis to help you with everything you need to. And then when you get to Ghana, my staff takes care of everything. All you gotta do is just wake up in the morning and get on that bus. Yeah? And then if there's anything else you want to do, you just gotta communicate with me. And beyond that, you there just enjoy yourself. And some people have different missions. Like I have certain people that's always into hardcore business. So, and those are the people I love to take to the bank, because when I show them the level of investments that they can make, their eyes just get red. You're talking about treasury bills, stocks, and bonds, 20-something% return interest. You're not going to get that in any investments here. And I know it works for sure, because I have $5,000 of investment in treasury bills, and it's a sweet return every year. And one of the, right here I talk about current business proposals. So what I have is, I have a business proposal that's based on literally all of my technology and business skills that I've acquired in America, and add my cultural conscious piece to it, as far as, because in American business plans, exploitation is always written in there. So you got to remove the exploitation, and we're doing things for a different reason. We're doing things to build a future for our children. That way they can, really get back to enjoying their culture and really be focused on things that we need our children to focus on, which is really building a strong black nation. All right, family, so that's the close of the presentation, and what I'm going to do right now is open up for questions and answer. And if you have a question, I'll say this. You don't have to stand, but just raise your hand and just talk real loud. So any questions about business cooperative? Or any questions on land acquisition, how to get started, or just any questions on the upcoming October 2014 and 2015 tours? All right, go ahead, sister.
I have several questions.
Sure, go ahead.
You said you're based in Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. Now, are there shuttles or caravans that take you or do you have to get to
No, everything is all connection flights. So if you, wherever you live in the state, what I usually do is, I usually do my best is connecting to JFK when I do the flight routing. That way you just have only 2 flights. Say if you come from, say, like example, Seattle, Washington to JFK, and then JFK to Ghana, and then back. And I try my best to keep you out of Europe. I've been successful at that.
you got flights going straight?
Yeah, straight. Different Delta Airlines, different flights. So usually, and if you're real close by to the East Coast, I just usually do my best to work in those connection flight prices, or just do my best to give you a good package to where it would be better if you just take the connection flight from us versus paying $300-400 to get another flight. And the good thing about that whole group booking setup is, wherever you live at, you're set up at the nearest airport. So once you check your bags in, your bags go all the way to Ghana.
Okay. And some more questions?
Oh, sure, sister. We have plenty of time for questions.
Okay. Now, a lot of us have groups, and so that's an hindrance in terms of traveling. Would you say the journey is something that's doable for children?
Oh, absolutely. I took my son to Ghana in October 2012, and he was about 2 years and 3 months, and several other people have brought their children. And then we also have had people as old as, I think the oldest people I've had was 82. So the journey is designed for just all ages. I try to incorporate as many things as possible for just all ages and all different mindset as far as what they're looking to do in Ghana.
Don't stop me. You need to. I'm got some more questions. Now, I've heard just a few cases, not many, certain health risks, certain people, brother that I know went got jail while he was there.
From malaria?
I think it was. I don't know.
All right.
Do you have to take the shots, or is there an alternative?
That's a good question. What they have is that when you get to Ghana, you have to present a yellow fever card or a waiver. So if you have issues with the yellow fever vaccination, which pretty much most bodies should, or if you're just straight up allergic to eggs, then you can just let your doctor know and you write your waiver, and that will be just as good as the card as far as entering the country. Now, even if you did take the yellow fever, there's not a yellow fever breakout or anything like that going on in the country, but that's what the embassy recommends that you have. and they make sure that you show them your card, or you're not able to proceed to passport control. So this is just either or, and as far as your waiver, you just have to find a doctor that's willing to write write that letter. And for those who want a little assistance with that, just tell them to give me a call and we'll just talk about it and we'll just come up with a good game plan. As far as any other medicine, malaria is an issue to a point, but most of it is from people drinking the local water or people enjoying a local lifestyle. We're there for 2 weeks, so what I tell everybody is just drink a bunch of bottled water, and that leaves anything with, because when you go somewhere, it takes time for your body to get used to the water. Ron, how long did it take for your body to get used to the water in Senegal?
I drink bottled water all the time, brother.
Oh, even still now? Wow. Because when I first got there in Senegal in 2004 to 2006, we just did the same thing.
Yeah.
So that seems to be working. And I guess you never caught malaria, right?
No, but you have to be precautious because of, you probably prepare yourself. You can take Lariam if you're not allergic to Lariam
Right.
to your doctor, prescription-wise, because it gives you malaria a little bit.
Okay.
And then there's some other alternative ways also that are holistic, but I'm not knowledgeable of that.
All right.
And, okay, Mark, what is the economic level of the people that would enable them to support your business? If you start a business, are the people economically sound enough to be able to support you and you can support yourself? Or?
Yeah, the beautiful thing about Ghana is you have a lot of educated people there, and you have people that come abroad to study. You have people that study locally, but you have abundance of. It's a good labor market. You have people that are open to training and ready to go to work. The issue, just like in the same thing, the African continent problem, the same thing we have in the Caribbean, the same thing we have in Africa. We don't have enough manufacturing of employment to really keep people employed, so you end up finding a lot of educated people unemployed. So if I was able to really expand my wage of technology and business enterprise, and I was able to hire 10,000 people, I'd have to get security and a lot of people there just to keep people away. Because the ambition of people is, people are so ambitious in the country, and which can create the competition for employment, where you're going to have your workforce, you're going to have people that you can build business with. The best staff I have ever on anything I've ever done is in Ghana. The worst staff of people I've ever had is in the US. I constantly get rid of people. And I hate to say it, I do apologize. But their work ethics and it's just completely different. And this is coming from a Jamaican man that has about 3 different jobs, one regular job and then 2 business. But I just believe in hard working, and I believe that in order for us to really grow and get things going, we just can't have a bunch of slackers around us. So people think that they could just have a past like that, but just get rid of them, replace them, get somebody else that deserves the opportunity.
Yes. Okay, I'll let you off the loop now.
Oh no, anybody else have any questions while she work on our next few questions? All right, brother.
Is the package for the children the same price as the package for the adults?
Good question. Literally it's the same, but the adjustment that I've made is like 2 years and under. There's no charge really of 1 or 2 parents. From age 2 to 16, I think I'll have the age 2 to 15. What I usually do is just take off anywhere from 1,000 to 1,400. Now the ticket price is still the same. It's just us just making adjustments and using some profits to cover that. That way a child can come to the African continent for less money, because the airlines, they don't care if the child is 3 years old. Because my son was 2 years and 3 months, I had to pay a full fare ticket for him. Yeah. So literally what we do, because usually we have a good amount of adults, and it's not really a whole lot of children, so able to really just make that deal. So example, if 2 parents come, Two parents come, it's the same 3,400. And the child would just be about 2,000, which would cover the ticket and a basic deposit to just cover one or two things. So that's an example of that. All right, we had someone over here that had a question.
Yeah, I wanted to, what are some of the main prerequisites to owning land in Ghana, and are there any restrictions to what you can do on that land as far as if you want to crop or grow or open a factory or whatever the case may be? Well, is it like here, heavily regulated, or is it more loose? They give you more freedom to do whatever you want to do, or how does that work?
All right, brother, great question. As far as how the land setup work there in Ghana, the prerequisite as far as you being able to get access to the land is you have to have your U.S. passport and a visa, which is the only way you're going to get into the country. You don't have to be a resident to lease land. And once you find a location where you want to lease that land, most of the locations are flexible. It's not like zoned like America. Perfect example. I can't go across the street and go build a sustainable house where it's completely off the grid. I'm sure by being on the T, somebody probably burned it down. But in Ghana, it's completely different. You can be sustainable. You can have your farm space and everything. But unless it's a property that's specifically for commercial use. But even then, you still have your flexibility. And that's the beautiful thing about being in a country like Ghana. It doesn't have these laws that strangle you and just force you to just live a certain way. Ghana is a country where the new technology, as far as like solar and things like that, the country is easy. It will work easy for you there versus a lot of other places because of just that openness, and it's just a big movement across Africa. And now, if I forget any part of the question, just repeat it, and I'll just answer that part.
Okay, all right, two more questions.
All right.
First question is, you mentioned lease, so are you actually leasing the land from a particular owner, or leasing it from the government, or are you in research,
Excellent. You're actually leasing that land from a family. Most of the land in Africa is owned by the chiefs and their family or their community, and that's which is just our culture. I'm not sure how it works in America. I think the Europeans who first came in just took all the land and said that it was theirs. But in Ghana, it's very organized. So literally, you'll be welcomed by the community, and you'll get a presentation, and you'll go through the process of your land. And what I like to do, because trust is one of those things where you have to be careful, especially when you can't track or keep somebody accountable. So what I have a few people there in Ghana that are repatriated, that are expertise on land development and land acquisition. And I've got one or two lawyers, bankers. That's all a part of the same team that's a part of the investment conference. So literally when somebody's ready to make a deal and get land, that whole group is there to assist them. So you're gonna research that landscape that you like. That way you don't have to worry about being in court with 10 to 20 other people fighting over the same land, because that does happen. So I'm usually, I do my best to just be real with people. These things happen, and that's why we have this operation set up to where we can really help people repatriate without going through the hardship, because